So I got this wonderful old uh, laptop computer. I turned it on, the screen came on, started making whirring noises. Nothing came on the screen, and then the magic blue smoke. Uh, yeah. Taking it apart, it's somewhat trashed the keyboard. Hopefully I can fix this. I'm just going to put some isopropyl alcohol on and see if I can take it off. But yeah, the culprit is that little capacitor down there, who's probably had better days. Anyway, I'll try clean the keyboard, try fix the capacitor, and then we'll see what happens. Alright, here goes attempt number 2 and hoping it doesn't explode. The light came on. Screen showing something. Bah, what was that? Oh shit, more fire. Okay, so this time the capacitor blue is that one over there. Pretty obvious. The part that's bugging me is the one that blew last time was this one. They're kind of in line. So that's worrying. This is the IDE card for the hard drive though, so maybe something around there is a bit funky. So I'll try to remove the IDE card, I'll replace that capacitor, and I'll just try to boot off the floppy over there, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so there's a new capacitor in. It's the orange one next to the reddish one. The rest of the board looks fine, apart from some bodges at the bottom. I think it's good to go. So, here we go. Actually, before putting this back together, I took the battery out because it was rather scaby. I'm going to clean it up before I close it up, but what I don't know is what the hell that thing is. Mr. L1. I don't know if it's supposed to have that little hat on. Like, is that a blown capacitor? I've never seen something like this, so I guess I'll give it another shot, and if I blow it up, well, more footage. Attempt number 3, we're outside, where no gaseous fumes can kill me, with a nice long extension, with a little abort button so I don't have to touch it with my fingers when it catches on fire, because let's face it, it's gonna. Oh my god, there's actual stuff on the screen. Oh man. Sweet. It's freaking working. Well, hey, awesome. It was either the yeah, debugging. It was either the the IDE card, or it was the battery. But it's freaking working. Awesome. Okay, but this is the second boot, and now it says it has 704 KB memory, not 512. But at least now I know it's a 286. But anyway, so we continue. Okay, so I unplugged the IDE card because I was scared that it was blowing the whole thing up. But the floppy drive gets its power from the cable, which is shared with the hard drive, and then goes to that, which is where I'll blow you up ears. So I'm going to plug it in one more time. I'm not going to connect the hard drive this time. Hopefully it doesn't explode. If it does, well, I guess I'm doomed. Actually, plan B. Before I try blaming the hard drive, it could be the floppy drive. So let's debug this. Let's just plug in the IDE card by itself first and see if things explode. Alright, I'm not sure how many more pops this can take, but here goes with just the IDE card in. No explosions yet, and they normally happen by now. Although it should have given me an error and asking me to push F1 by now. Uh-oh. Oh. I'm hearing creaking sounds, but it's in the sun, so I could just be adjusting to temperature. But I am so nervous. So I'm on my way to put the floppy and hard drive back in, and I see that the hard drive is actually labeled Puff IO. Yep, that's definitely what it's been doing so far. Anyway, it's kind of cool. It's really old school. It's got the controller board is this whole bottom thing all by itself, and then the hard drive platter is actually just this huge chunk in the middle, and then connects to it with a ribbon cable at the back. But yeah, this thing is really hefty. I'd love to get some sort of CF adapter for it, but I just don't know what it is. Should I try this as is, or should I wait for a CF card so I don't blow things up? Yeah, don't know. I've connected a Gotek floppy emulator to it, so let's give this one last shot. Well, hopefully more than one last shot, but let's see. It's 50 shades of ass outside right now, so I have to try this inside and just hope to God that I don't need to rush to the window again. There's the emulator. Let's give this a shot. Yeah, that's not good. So in a feeble attempt to try use less power and just hope that the power supply can deliver more without the screen, I've decided to try use the external screen, which is CGA only. So I got this CGA to VGA converter. However, it doesn't have a CGA connector on, it has a VGA, or I assume EJ connector. The only way to connect CGA is this. So I bought an adapter plug so I can make my own CGA adapter. So I'm going to do that now, try hook up the wires and see if this makes the laptop bootable. Here's the dodgy power supply that makes weird ticking noises when it's not even on. With the CGA to VGA adapter, take one to the monitor. I'm not sure about the wiring because there's an S cable that I don't see where it goes because there's horizontal sync and vertical sync, but it's not on this plug. So, here we go again. Yep. Nothing. Five volts on orange. 5 volts on red. 9.4 volts on yellow. The ever common minus 2.4 on blue. Okay, so here's the deal. It's currently reading 11 volts on this one line. But when I first started, it was at 9.4. Switching it on and off a few times has given me higher and higher until it's stabilized around 11. That's kind of annoying. The minus 2.2's only gone to minus 2.4, which is really weird. It's not voltage I know. So, pop quiz, hotshot. What do you do when you have a really dodgy PSU? Well, you make it dodgier. I took the 12 volt line from, I think, the battery charger and disconnected to the Molex, well, not Molex, whatever that is, pin. So in theory, the 12 volt line now works. I'm still not too sure what the minus 2.2 is supposed to be. I mean, the only thing I know that exists is minus 5. But I'll plug this in and give it a shot. Interestingly, the blue line on this one is minus 80 volts. So yeah, maybe I should replace this PSU. But let's chuck it in and see what happens. Okay, so seeing as it's a real pain in the ass to get the screen and the keyboard on every single time, and that I fear I might break something, here goes nothing. Hopefully the floppy drive comes on and at least we hear some boots for a change. Some beeps during the boot. Let's see. Floppy drive's on. No beeps. Okay, so seeing as you don't want to work without your screen, let's see what happens. Garbage. Damn. Right, so in case it was the power supply that was wrong, I went online and bought a pretty old power supply to make sure it had minus 5 volts, which is this one. But it's arrived, and I'm looking at the 20-pin connector, and it's just not right. It doesn't look like I expect. There's no green line to toggle it on or off. It looks like to be a shit ton of 5 volts and a lot of grounds, but oh well, I guess I only need a few for the laptop anyway, so we're outside. We can afford to burn.